Is Canada afraid of Indian media? Is the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau feeling the heat? You see, an official Canadian government release titled, I'm quoting, "Potential Foreign Information Manipulation and Interference Following PM Statement on Killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar," quote unquote. It has given an overview of the narrative used in Indian media, stating that several Indian media narratives, quote unquote, targeted Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, often citing the reports represented by Indian media. You see, this is not just another press release. It's a clear indication that the Trudeau government is rattled by how Indian media has covered this story. Why is Canada suddenly so concerned by what the Indian press is saying? It's not just Indian media, after all, putting Trudeau under the microscope. Even Canadian media are reportedly calling him out for linking Nijjar's death to India without any evidence. Yes, you heard that right. Trudeau himself, in a public hearing early this week, admitted that there is no hard evidence, just intelligence, linking India to Hardeep Singh Nijjar's death. India's Ministry of External Affairs also called out Trudeau on Thursday for having no evidence. But you see, the story does not stop there. A former Canadian Foreign Minister and Trade Minister, Maxime Bernier, took to social media to share his views on the matter. Bernier, in his post, backed India's position, stating that the Canadian government's claims about India's involvement in Nijjar's murder are unproven. In fact, he went on as far as to accuse Trudeau of using this crisis to distract from his domestic problems. Not just that, Bernier states that Hardeep Singh Nijjar fraudulently entered Canada multiple times under false pretenses. He argued that Nijjar was never truly Canadian, pointing out that his repeated asylum claims were rejected before he was somehow granted citizenship in 2007. Adding that Canada should posthumously take away his citizenship and fix its administrative error. You see, in Bernier's eyes, this was a catastrophic failure of the Canadian immigration policy, a policy that he says has been manipulated for years by allowing foreign conflicts to spill onto Canadian soil. Now, let's just be clear here. Even Canadian politicians are starting to poke holes in Trudeau's narrative. When Bernier, a former top official, a former foreign and trade minister, suggests that Canada should cooperate with India instead of jeopardizing ties with a rising world power, it is a statement that absolutely cannot be ignored. So while the Trudeau administration tries to paint Indian media as government-controlled, the cracks are showing in Canada. They might try and brush off what the Indian press is saying, but how will they respond to the growing chorus of dissent from their own political arena? Because like we said, even Canadian media does not seem to be buying Trudeau's story at this point. How embarrassing, right? What is it if not a desperate attempt by Justin Trudeau to try and deflect attention away from his own missteps? One thing is clear. The spotlight is now firmly on the Canadian Prime Minister, and it's not going away anytime soon. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.